and the Washington Redskins. The children will grow.
Shit,
It's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Big ass play the fool. On the 19th, you almost made it, bro. Oh.
Now they'll run
almost made it, bro.
And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line.
20th, man.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way.
Right.
Here's 2nd and 12. On 2nd down, here's Smith. Dumps it off for Geis. And he's able to get up here to the 26. Call it a gain of 3. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith. And incomplete.
Dog, that nigga lit my nigga up, bro.
Brings up 4th down.
Oh, shit.
Anytime a defense
I'm
can
playing
sit back
some
in the
nigga
zone
named
like
Corporal,
that,
playing
it
with
tends
these
to create
weak-ass
a lot of
fucking
congestion in
Redskins.
the
They're
middle of the
horrible,
field.
dog.
Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown
Redskins
of
are
Orlando,
fucking
Florida. An absolute
Oh,
mess.
Mountain. This nigga getting the rock back right now.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here.
This motherfucker about to get me dirty. Hell no. Niggas ain't blocking. This team is fucking terrible, bro.
Watch it now, Barney!
Here we go. Yeah.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Morton. 23
Yeah, man, that
yards
shit
on
was
the
crazy.
play.
But we got beat game 1 as well. So we got beat up on game 1 as well. So it's all good.
So 1 play and they're already just shy of midfield.
No, we all right, man. We beat the shit out of them niggas last night.
On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And this is Shepard on the catch. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. He got 29 yards that time. Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this, and hey, you know, you guys didn't come out of the gate. I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it. Well, you were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Give him 3 on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
Detroit! 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 Detroit!
A handoff to Barkley. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up first and goal.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that'll bring up a second and goal. On play action, they'll throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. As his guys are in for 6. And the Giants are going to take a first quarter lead. And the QB rating right now is sky high. 4 for 4 on that opening drive, and it ends with a touchdown pass.
Yeah, I don't know quite how to figure it out. I think I need my friends from MIT to come in and help me. But I think 158.3 is the number one.
Yep, that's
right. That's the highest you can get. That's where he is. He'd like to continue on that pace.
Rosas now to kick this one away.
Yeah.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And here come the Redskins now. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Smith and the Redskins will come up now first and 10.
I think that they called a timeout too early for him, man. They did that to him, man.
And on the ground they go with a running back. Even with the nice move, can't go very far. Stop short of the 30. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Second and 6, just inside the 30.
52. 35.
And they'll run it here. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. Danny Trevathan there to bring him down.
Yeah.
We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Let's go.
Smith on third down. Flushed out right. Over the middle, complete. That's Barnett. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a first down. Well, first look at the NFL scoreboard comes from the Motor City. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. Now a first down throw. It's Smith. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll bring up second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up second and 6.
Hey, back up, back up, back up, back up.
They'll fake it. Now Smith. Looking for Crowder, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there.
Quarterback means
just down the
everything
score.
in this
They come
game.
out firing right away, and compound things by throwing an interception.
Yeah,
they put their defense in a really tough spot.
I think you got to know how to release the ball with the nigga too, yo.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
They go play action here on first down. Sliding out of the pocket to Barkley on the check down. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside
this
the
nigga,
30. A good pick up
Alex
there
Smith
at 20
trash,
yards.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half.
Man,
Maybe
this
not
nigga,
so much
Alex
in the
Smith, is
second
the
half,
worst,
some of these
bro.
shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
They'll set up to throw. Forced out to his left. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Certainly making his presence felt in both the pass and the run game. He's having an impact.
Yeah, bunch
his
of bullshit.
first carry of the
Dink
game right
routes.
there. He had hurt him with his arm. Now he's showing that he can shuffle the puppies as well. He dumps it off to Barkley. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Giants add on to their lead. PAT up and good by Rosas. And that'll make the score 14-0.
See, I don't know all that shit about these players, man.
Rosas now to kick this one away. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. They'll break the huddle, come up on
waxed,
2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
I'm getting fucking trash, man. Because don't nobody want this nigga.
Off of play action. Here's Smith. Escaping the pressure right. No chance to get away there for Smith as he goes down. Danny Trevathan.
Bro,
Get him for a loss of 5.
I got fucking the Redskins. Yeah, they trash, bro.
And with a 3rd and
He old
13
now.
here, the defense in a dime look.
I don't know. I've been getting fucking force win the whole time. Well, force lost anyway.
From the gun, here's Smith. Flush to his right. Now he's going to let it go deep right sideline. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic.
I guess,
out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket.
14-0, nigga. Getting my ass
New York
whipped.
set to take the field. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going.
Bad,
2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
You can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this
And
is the
he's
way
got
you
Saquon.
practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
He running the rock. But really, he just dumping it to Saquon.
Now a play fake here on first down. It got his man complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in.
Bro, this nigga do everything, bro. This is a tough guy to play with no team.
Outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
Dancing
Oh, wow.
Now loose football.
Oh, and he picked the roll right up.
Like
Yo, I just fucking smashed the quarterback, and the ball bounced directly into his fucking tight end's hand.
This is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Moving backwards on first down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on second down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
And his throw is incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. He'll look to throw. It's caught. Shepard. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
It is what it
Slant routes effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. Now from the 7, here's second and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Giants are able to grow their lead.
21-0.
Rosas good with the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. Rosas now to kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back to FedEx Field following this short break. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Hey, back up, back up, back up, back up.
Play action. It's Smith.
What kind of
shit?
shit?
Intercepted.
Hey, man, fuck it, man. That nigga standing there in the middle of the field doing jumping jacks, and he don't move until I go to throw the ball.
That interception happened for two reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. This quarterback now nearly perfect. 9 of 10 in this first half. It's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Ryan Kerrigan in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Ryan Anderson in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs are going to lead to a 3rd and long. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. He'll drop to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And a loose football into the Redskins. Have it they do. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free, anything you can do to slow them down.
Single receiver, single. Double, double, double. Set, wide, 80. Hey, alert 3, alert 3. Under 10, under 10, 10. Hey, on.
Following the fumble recovery, Smith. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Janoris Jenkins. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. Good starting field position for the New York Giants here as they come up 1st and 10.
Watch it now, Barney.
They'll drop to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Ryan Anderson in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. He rifles one that's intercepted. And it's Clinton-Dix with a pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Shit don't matter. 21-0, bro.
Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. And the drive begins with a run by Geis. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. And we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. So we come upon halftime here with the visiting Giants out on top. Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. Fielded about a yard deep. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. The Giants offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And he'll get this up to about the 40. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
On second down, here's Barkley. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. A big gain of 31 on 3rd down.
As we continue to advance in the NFL, as people continue to scout players, they really don't care as much about body types as they care about those guys who can make people miss, run through tackles, and gain all that additional run after catch. Anybody who has that ability, they want them on their team.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. It's Barkley on the counter. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Again, it's Barkley. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley scampering home from 19 yards out. And the Giants add on to their lead. Rosas to add the extra point. PAT up and good by Rosas. And that makes the score 28-0. Rosas now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So here's the Redskins offense now as they get set to start this 3rd quarter. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. And they'll go with a ground attack here. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
It looks way too easy right now. 2 carries, 2 straight first down runs. The eyes are carrying the legs to the proper hole, but they're being created by an offensive line that has the leverage game going for them right now. Lower than the defensive front, creating space, and he's finding it in a big way. Gotta love what they're doing on offense right now.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. So the false start will back them up 5. And that'll set them back 5. A full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
They'll try the air now with Smith. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Dalvin Tomlinson coming up the middle, gets him there for a loss of about 9. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Alert, alert. 3 down.
And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
3 down. Hey, set. Wide 80.
Now a play fake, and it's Smith. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Clay Matthews in there to drop him, and back-to-back sacks now bring up 4th and long. Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for Washington. And he's able to get it out of there. He'll take it at the 42. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Giants will begin this drive in good shape, 1st and 10. New York set to take the field. And last time out, another touchdown, and I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the 4th quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats?
Who?
You and me, trying to get to the airport.
That's
the roads
true.
will be fairly clear
that is
by the
one
time we have to
positive.
leave the booth.
Here's a give to Barkley. Got some real estate inside the 30. And down to the 16-yard line. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a 1st down.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to, but they didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run.
No. Check, Patriot.
They keep it with Barkley on 1st down. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. And Barkley will try to punch it in. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Well, they made the play there, and I'll guarantee you their coaches and the other players are screaming at them about their pride. Come on, guys. He's already gotten in 3 times. You can't give up a 4th one. And on that play, they were able to make the stop.
And you knew they were going to go to him to try to get. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley punching it in from a yard away. And the Giants just continue to pour it on. And let's not forget he had the receiving touchdown earlier. Now a trio of rushing touchdowns. Quite a performance.
Diversification, that's all you can talk about. His ability to do everything leaves him on the field on every down on offense because you can hand it to him as we've seen. What'd you say, 3 rushing touchdowns? And, of course, throw it to him where he's caught 1 as well.
A look at Washington as they come onto the field. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working and call more of that.
And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. It's a gain of 3 on what will be the final play of this third quarter. Back now at FedEx Field, and this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
No, right. Yellow.
Here's Smith now on 2nd down. Eluding the pressure right. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 42 and to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. Now Saquon Barkley. And down to the 36-yard line here. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw him through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. And he'll go down at the 28. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Running left, it's Barkley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. The pitch goes to Barkley. And some room to maneuver. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And that one good for 16, and the drive will continue. Well, that looked like an example of what you said back in the first half. A running back of his size can really wear down a defense. I think he's starting to do that.
I think you're exactly right. And know what else he's doing? He's inspiring the rest of his team because they see this starting to happen as well. So that means they're going to redouble their efforts to help him out. Extra blocking, getting downfield, helping him out.
And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old-school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. This is Barkley. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
The Giants on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Leopard!
Now back to throw. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Now it's looking incredibly likely to be a 3-0 start to this season. That is obviously excellent. 2-0 is one thing. 3-0, you really have some momentum.
And now they're serving notice to the rest of the league that they're a pretty darn good football team. Confident, aggressive, attacking at all times. This looks like a team that you're going to have to deal with. And guess what? Behind closed doors, they're trying to figure out ways to get better.
This fielded at the 2. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
I'm getting
so the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Let's go.
On 2nd down, here's Smith. No chance to get away there for Smith as he goes down. Aaron Lynch in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
And he's playing the same cover 3 sky, man. Nah.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here.
I mean,
after
a little
first
bit,
and
but
second
it's
down
all right.
went backwards.
It's Washington.
Third and
I
very
don't really care about Washington.
We got 3. Ready?
There's just something to do.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he will lose yardage here back to his own 6. Losing 4 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down.
42-0.
So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Fuck me up.
Hey, back up.
One last throw here for Smith. He's going to let it fly. And this is dropped it incomplete. Well, there's a metaphor for how this one is gone. As time has run out on this ball game.
Beat the shit out of Nick.
The storyline of this one, Charles, no doubt the number 0. Zilch, nada. A shutout so hard to do in the NFL.
It really is, and what an accomplishment, because you feel that not just on the defensive side, but as a full team. There's a lot of pride that goes into shutting out an opponent. And how about that 0 on the scoreboard?
Bro, I have minus 27 pass yards,
with those zeros in the time column, too.
So for the Giants, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season.
Time, bro.
And they'll return home next week to take on the Philadelphia Eagles. Meanwhile, for the Redskins, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll try to make amends next week as they host the Cleveland Browns. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Just sat the shit out of me every time. He got it's 90-66, bro.
Pulling up in that new toy, the wrist on that boy, rock star like Pink Floyd, waving at rude boy. I'm waving at you, boy. Ran off on the 2 like True Goy. Imagine me, do boy. You could never do what I do,
Well,
boy.
shit, the Warriors giving away games.